WCJ for a little bit. You all Gandy. What are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith? Huh? What are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith?
I mean, well, listen, like, about that. Public school teachers should not be allowed to share their faith. I know I sound like a bad person when I say that, but, you know, it's a person that's a Muslim or a Buddhist. You know, you don't want to spread Buddhism all over the place. So, Buddhism. You don't want that. That's how you get stuff. But, you know, and then, like, you don't want to spread all kind of wrong religion. So, it will keep all the religions out of the school. So, you know, save money.
What are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith?
WCJ for news. Ask you a couple questions. What are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith?
No, I don't want to be in this video. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hey, Tyler.
What are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith?
No, I'm talking about.
I guess they should have the right to share.
Rights of public school teachers and their sharing their faith.
They aren't allowed to, right? Because they're in public school and everybody has their own. They don't want to mess with anybody else's religion. So it's not like private school or Christian school where you can share.
Thank you. She's the only one that can answer that question. Rights of public school teachers and sharing their faith.
They're not allowed to talk about it.
Alright.
I believe that public school teachers should be talking about faith in Jesus Christ in the public schools. So these public school children should know about Jesus. Thank you. The public school teachers and their rights for sharing their faith.
Not that I really know, but I believe that they should have the right to share their thoughts on religion, but if they're like in a public environment as a public teacher, public school teacher, they wouldn't be able to do that. But in their own time, they could do it. At least that's how I feel about it.
WCJ4 News.
Anderson, K5 teacher. The first question is, what are the rights of public school teachers in sharing their faith?
From what I was told in college, because we're not allowed to talk about God or read the Bible or anything, then therefore we wouldn't be able to share about our faith or talk about God or Jesus or anything related to our Christianity or our faith. So nothing.
Miss Jester. Miss Jester. Miss Jester.
You know you kind of smart.
Well, you get paid for that though.
Miss Jester, I thought
You
she
gonna
was
pay me?
Belgian.
Hey.
She was white. I thought she was Belgian.
Okay.
Not white.
You don't think
She's not white. No, she's Belgium. You know.
Oh, white.
I don't know what Belgium. She speaks French. She speaks. What else she speaks? And I speak English.
I know I said
Latin.
I can't now. What do y'all come get in it with me? Somebody.
Leary, you weird. Somebody's in there.
He's weird.
I don't know, just the taste.
Are you filming yet? Yeah?
Oh.
What is you doing?
I thought you were taking a picture.
Just tell me what you're doing. Stop, babe.
Sarah. Some school students need to know about sex and drugs. They need to know about drugs in the day. I need a reason why. Because if they do drugs and don't know nothing about it, they gonna die.
What?
Thank you.
What? Should public school students be required to read a book about sex and drug abuse? Yes, because it's very important. You be like that small these days.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Should public school students be required to read a book about sex and
Personally, I don't think they should have to. I think it should be something that their parents approve for them. So I guess they could have like 2 different courses or a class or something that only people who were, I guess, like given the permission to by their parents.
Yeah.
WCJ Forbes News, he was just mother of 50. I'm just gonna ask you a question. Should public school students be required to read a book about sex and drug abuse?
Be required?
Yeah.
I think they'll have a class on it. I don't know about reading, but I think they need to have a class.
Why do you think they need to read and stuff and have a class about it?
Some parents don't, tell their kids anything about drugs or sex, or, they feel embarrassed to talk to their kids about it. So, as teachers, as educators, they ought to educate them about everything, not just math, science.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a score.
The second question is, should public school students be required to read a book about sex and drug abuse?
Okay, the first question that I would ask is, what is the content of the text? Is it biological information, such as what is the body, how does it reproduce? Are we going to be talking about informational text, like what is sex and how it's all done? Or are we going to talk about the safety of sex, what can happen if you don't have safe sex? So the question is, we got to know what the text is about. And therefore, once we know about the content, then parents or the community would be able to say whether or not they think it should be a requirement. We also have to talk about the age limit. So are we talking about elementary, middle school, or high school? Although I do think if we're talking about middle school and high school, that is an important age for such a discussion. But then again, we're going to have to talk about what are we going to discuss with them. How far into detail are we going to talk to them about it? I believe you're also going to have, you're going to come up with a problem with the parents and their viewpoints. You're going to have some parents that will want the public school to educate them and have that responsibility on the educators. But then you're also going to have parents that are going to think, no, that's not their responsibility to talk about that subject with their child, that they may think that's the drug abuse is a little bit different, because you talk about the sex is more, it can be more of a personal thing, more the parents wanting to have that control of to talk about that subject. And then again, the text, what we talked about, we need to know exactly what would be in the text. But as far as drug abuse, you have a lot of teaching moments that you can have in the public school system, such as what happens, the negative effects on drugs and what they do to the physical body, but also what they can do emotionally and how it can be painful for relationships. It goes more into families and friendships and how it can, hurt or completely destroy relationships. So there's a lot of things that you can talk about when it comes to drug and drug abuse as young as kindergarten or elementary, such as taking certain medicines, and how it's important, how it's important that your mommy or your daddy are in charge of giving you something to make you feel better, or how it can hurt you if you take things that are not what you're supposed to take. And that can be, done as simple as kindergarten terminology, and then also you can use it in elementary, middle school, and high school, and to go more into detail as far as addiction, and the types of drugs that are out there and what it does physically to your body. So as far as drug abuse, I think it can be taken at any grade level or age group, just as long as you are teaching appropriately in the right terminology, depending on their age.
Thank you.
Should public school students be required to read a book about sex and drug abuse?
Almost definitely. Most definitely.
I
I talk a lot about abstinence and I talk a lot about drugs. I'm a science teacher. So I get a chance to put my kid in every chance that I get. And I think they should. Some of them, not yet. But I think they should be able to. Because we have the teen pregnancy rate is at all-time high. Drug rate. The new thing going on now is spikes. You all have an upper advantage here because we get drug tested. The only people that are drug tested in Mobile County are the athletes or anybody that does any extracurricular activities or anything like that. And that's only maybe twice a month.